Welcome to Understanding Mathematics with Kami. Today we'll be talking about subtraction in tens using the counting board. Okay, what are the tens? The tens, like we know, falls between the range of numbers of 10 to 90, which are 10, 20, 30, and 40, as well as 50. Also we have 60, likewise 70 and 80, then finally 90. These are 10. So we're going to do subtractions concerning these numbers that falls between the range of 10, 20 to 90. Okay, let's start up with this simple subtraction. That's 41 minus 33. Okay, using the counting board. The counting board. The counting board is being represented is drawing three boxes, which each box represents units, tens, and units and hundreds. The hundred column, the tens column, and the unit column. So this number 1 is unit, and this is 10, this is unit, and this is 10. So let's subtract. In the unit column, we're going to use the apple. We're going to represent it with one apple. We'll place one apple in the unit column. In the tens column, we're going to place another apple. That's 4 apple. 1, 2, 3, and 4. We'll move over. Now we want to subtract from the unit column. 3. How do we remove 3 from 1? We have 1 apple in the unit column. So how do we go about that? This is how we go about that. We borrow 1 apple from the tens column. If you are following my lessons right from subtraction, from addition in previous lessons, you will know that tens, by now you would have understand that each apples in the tens column represent 10 apples. This is 1 apple, this is 20, this makes it 30, and this is 40. Okay, so if we are to borrow 1 apple and add to the unit, in essence what we are saying is we are borrowing 10 apples from the 10th unit and add it up to the unit column so that we can have enough of these 3 apples to be subtracted from the unit column. Okay, so let's do that now. We borrow 10. Let's take out that apple. So if we take out this apple, we bring it in here, put it in there, it becomes 10 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, so we've added the 10 apples to the 1 apple in the unit column. So in all we now have 11. So we can now be able to subtract the 3 apples. Okay, striking out the 3 apples. Okay, so how many apples do we have left in the unit column? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Okay, so we have 8 apples left in the unit column. Now we want to subtract 3 apples from the tens column, and we just have 1, 2, 3. Okay, we have 1, 2, 3. So by the time we subtract 3 from there, okay, this is the new subtraction. Let me stroke it out. We have nothing left. So 41 minus 33 gives you 8 apple. Okay, let's try out another example of subtraction in tens. 23 minus 19. Okay, unit, tens, unit, tens. Right, let's drop the counting board. Okay, as I draw, this is the 100 column, this is the tens column, and this is the unit column. Okay, let's now add up the apples. In here we have to start with the units. We're going to add 3 apples. Okay, then the tens we had 2 apples. Now let's subtract from under the unit column 9 apples. Wow, we don't have enough apples in the unit column, so we borrow 1 apple from the tens columns, and 1 apple in the 10 columns represents 10 apples. Okay, so borrowing that, we have more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. We have 10 more apples. Okay, so in order to subtract that now, okay, we want to subtract 9. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Right, how many apples are left? 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 4 apples left. Let's go to the tens. 1 apple. We subtract 1 apple from the tens. We have just 1 apple, so if we strike that out, there is nothing left. So 23 minus 19 gives you 4. Calculations, subtractions in using the counting board, it's very easy to understand. Okay, let's try the last working example with tens. 73 minus 42. Okay, 73 minus 42. This is the tens. This represents the unit, the tens, and this represents the unit. Let's draw out the counting board. Okay, and the different columns: 100, tens, and unit. Right, let's add up this apples. In here we have 3. Place 3 apples in the unit column. We're going to place 7 apples in the tens column. Okay, 4 and 5 and 6 and 7. Right. Now let's do the subtraction by striking them out. 2 apples going to be subtracted from the unit column. That is striking out 1 and striking out the second one. Okay, so we have 1 apple left in the unit column. Subtract 4 from the 7 as a tens column, striking out 1, striking out the second one, and striking out the third one, and the last 4. Okay, we now have 1, 2, 3. 3 apples left. So 73 minus 42 gives you 31. Very easy to calculate. Practice, 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 and it becomes so fun to do calculations in counting board. Thank you for watching.